Hello and welcome back to the Livingston career mode. Now this probably should have went up about 5 years ago or something like that, but I kind of fell asleep after college, so yeah, that didn't quite go to plan. I'll probably record a couple episodes forward, so just so I have stuff to put up. Because tomorrow is going to be a busy day for me. Basically, I've got college tomorrow as it is. Tomorrow will be Tuesday, the 12th, as I'm recording this. Well, actually, technically, the day I have college will be the 11th of December. Right, so right, it's because it's 1 in the morning I confused myself, right. Anyway, basically tomorrow I have college, and then I've got a live gig after college, and I've never performed at a live gig before. I'm helping with a band that are in my course. The great lads. Really enjoy working with them. I feel like I'm kind of holding them back whenever they ask me to do stuff with them, because they've asked me before. But that's neither here nor there. Basically, I'm going to be doing Last Christmas because, well, it's a Christmas gig that is set up by the college. But for some reason, right, I mean, everybody knows most of Last Christmas, at least. Also, look at this. 94th minute winner from Elvis. He has scored quite a few pretty big goals, if I do say so myself, in this career. But yeah, the gig is put on by the college, and I've never done anything like that before. For some reason, I keep forgetting the words though, and I don't know if it's just because I'm in the moment and I'm thinking about it too much, because I'm just imagining. Because apparently the venue fits like 2,500 people in it. I'm just imagining 2,500 people watching me at the same time, and I'm not much in attention whore, you know what I mean? People who know me know that I'm quite quiet, generally. Unless I'm hyper, which isn't very common for me. I'm usually like the sensible pal, instead of, you know, the wacky one, the one that's a bit mental, and just kind of starts, I don't know, shouting at people for absolutely no reason on the street or whatever. Top finish from Chancellor here. He's not scored a goal like that for a while, I have to say, because I remember when we first got him in. Was it 2 seasons ago, or was it last season? I think it was last season. In the Champions League, he was just scoring some very nice goals. Tyler Carter nearly getting a very decent goal there. It was very, very close, although I did aim a cross goal. I didn't aim near post. I tend not to aim near post very often. But yeah, that game against Johnston was quite dull. So the game only ended 1-0. I'm pretty sure there was only 3 highlights. Simulated game up against Aberdeen. You can just kind of use your imagination for whatever happens in this game. Let's just pretend Navarro's goal was a 40-yard screamer that was an overheader, and Romano's was a tap-in, and Navarro scores another 40-yard screamer. But yeah, we beat them 4-1 with that one. Here's something. Look at this, right? Aberdeen fans ecstatic at new owners. Now, I don't know how much money that will actually give them, or if that will just make them, I don't know if it's going to make them a much better team in the next following seasons, but they got bought in the middle of January, so I guess I'll just need to see if they've bought players, you know, and made use of the money that they've just got. Because Aberdeen, I'm pretty sure Aberdeen are actually doing not too bad this season. I think it's us, Celtic, Aberdeen, then Rangers, who are quite closely trailing behind them. Yeah, they're well, actually, I think it's Rangers that are just doing really bad, actually, considering the standards they've set for the past while. We're simulating a game against Hearts here as well. Romano getting a double in the first half, then Toure coming on the second half, making it 3. And the game will end 3-0 to Livingston. Again, I don't think it was really the strongest lineup possible. Still a good lineup though. Now, Elvis got injured, which is why I'm looking at this right back here. Nicholas Becker. I think he's Polish, funnily enough. But for some reason when I look at him, I think he looks German. But they weren't going to go more than 4 million, so I was prepared to pay it because we never had anybody. He's Argentinian, there you go. But they weren't prepared to go any lower than 4 million, and I needed a backup because I only had one right back to last me the entirety of January and February, I believe. But yeah, there was a point to that. Aye, that's what I was going to say. Right, so loaning was what I was hoping to do. I was hoping to get just a 6-month loan, because I usually never get 6-month loans. I knew that I wouldn't need them for that long, and here he is making his debut. But yeah, I knew I wouldn't need them for that long, so I thought a loan would be the best option. But there was like no players that I could find that were good enough that were going to come to the team. Very close to getting a goal in the first half here, with Burns hitting the post. I'll tell you something, we hit the woodwork quite a lot in the series. I mean, do I need to say much more? I mean, just literally just hit the woodwork 3 times in that one clip. Is that just something with this game? What, just hitting the woodwork is just so common? I mean, there's a video on my channel that I want you to watch. And if you've already seen it, then fair enough. But I'm pretty sure it's called Hit the Woodwork FC. In that video, well, I think the title kind of explains it really. I mean, Hit the Woodwork FC. I think you can figure out what happens in the video. It's a Pro Clubs video. But yeah, that was. If you look at what happens in that, it actually just becomes a joke. Everybody just starts laughing every single time it happens, and it's always the same type of shot as well. I'll just let you watch the video, and then you can tell me what you think. I'll maybe leave a link to that in the description. I can't breathe at my nose now. It's really annoying me. Right, so Rangers are up next on the 20th of January 2023. We're in 2023 already. Still unbeaten. Actually, at this point, Rangers have overtaken Aberdeen by a point, and Celtic are in second. I still stand by my still stand by my comment that they are not as good as they would be in real life. Celtic. Stunning ball from Jordan Gray to Toure there. And Toure scored a couple of headers considering he's not particularly tall. He's 5'10", not exactly the tallest in height. I feel like if you're like 6 foot and over, you win more headers than if you're like 5'11" or 5'10". 5'10" isn't exactly small, but it's not tall either. and people who are that height tend to never win headers, I think, in FIFA. Whereas in real life, I mean, you've got Messi flying up for headers, and he's 5'7". Work on a fantastic counter attack, and I think you would notice that we like to do cutbacks a lot. It just seems to work for me. I tend to just play it out in the wing, play it back into the box, and it just works. I like it. Lukic with a very, what I thought was going to throw it in the back of the net, very decent attempt, I have to say. Very decent attempt from the man from Rangers, but he never had anything in them to really deal with any real issues. And deadline day ends, and I think Aberdeen only made a couple of pre-contract signings, so they've not made the most of being bought out. That's all for today though. Next episode will kick off against St Mirren in the Scottish Cup round 1. So if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and I will see you next time.